contribution 10,000, interest 60K, 0.76, added 70.76.
Say interest, no, you calculate say, year be a saying it, you know, and the money.
So that was Emmanuel Ajimambedu you saw at the start of the video there. He was at the SAS office to get some explanation. 60,000 Ghana cedis is what they got from the World Cup winning money that was invested over 15 years ago. In 2009, Ghana made history, the only African country to win the World Cup. They beat Brazil in the final, and they were rewarded and they're rewarded in the future. The president at the time decided to invest their monies for 21 players. 210,000 Ghana cedis was invested, and 10,000 each for each player, and it was invested over 15 years. Fast forward to 2025, and the monies they are getting is 60,000. Ajimambedu spoke about it, and he sought to get explanations. He also made us aware that Captain Andre Ayew has also not gone for his money and is awaiting explanations into what went into the investment. We're also going to talk about the CHAN tournament. CHAN has been postponed. CAF's tournament for local AFCON, which is usually called AFCON or African Cup of Nations for locally based players, has been shifted to later this year. It was scheduled to take place on the 2nd of February to the 28th of February. It has been shifted further back. The reasons? We'll look at that today. We're also going to talk about a couple of things affecting the Ghana Black Stars, the future of Otto Addo, and clarity on that front. Subscribe if you haven't. Click on that notification bell to get more updates. We'll jump right into it and first talk about the African winners, the only African country at the under-20 level to win the World Cup. Emmanuel Ajimambedu, one of the players who got the winning goal for us, was part of those that went to the SAS office investment company to get their check of 60,000 Ghana cedis. That was the amount they got after investing 10,000 Ghana cedis in 2009, and in 2025 it has matured. It was an initiative or an idea that the president at the time decided to have for the players who were in their late teens, and he felt it would help them in their later 30s. Fast forward 2025, and Ajimambedu, in speaking in this interview with Angel FM, did not seem quite impressed with the amount. However, 11 of his teammates have already gone for their monies. He and Andre Ayew, along with some others, are still holding out for explanations. Let's have a listen to what he had to say.
So there was a bit of controversy about it, to the extent but I can confirm to you is 10-11 of our guys etimako check Emma Scano Akle na meba some of no menyan koje medie nti ba makoho me policy amede na mu wiase me sure say list of na dey there wo so wo on there me policy ne say obi ya ade ma me na me pese me koje ade na me hia enchechemu kakra nti me call for enchechemu. I went there this morning. Fantastic people, they received me so well. Emma you know what trans Emma medium common na say me beto me pay for bi anim say na o maka che me, then they will give me the necessary advice, then we move on. Nti na me na kasa wo radio see meet ma confirm a che say your captain and the day you or the power of attorney ama Fifi Deki say he shouldn't go for his money if I can also hold mine near Mr. questions.
Okay.
Questions say investment about ayi it could menye finance person menye economics enti mentini am be brase enti me kono me bisa questions na answer ma me a me ho kwa say me de ba be chiro bi na nipa no so ai dey acheche me dey atumi for round. So I went there and I asked some questions because your group no he say for the bomb interview on boy, it's just unfortunate because in a certain aspect he was right, in a certain aspect he attacked the there Now me feel say because I can say I don't know MONIES can be couture insurance I can't show me. And I think that was unfortunate because they didn't have nothing to do with this. I'm not here to defend the one, but the document no obi akrabi. Nti me ko me bisa say what kind of investment and because and after
sorry I say
because me check say me
yes.
No, I don't work like that. Yeah, o cheche mu na once dia and bibia ni okro na me da wase na me free akọ.
So you heard Emmanuel Ajimanbedu there talking about the monies they got. Andre has not gone for it. Power of attorney is with Fifi Taki. He is awaiting some further explanations from those at SAS office. In that interview, he talked about the amount of money that was given to them, 60,000 each. Yeah, some would say it's not a fair deal looking at the duration, but the climate in which Ghana found itself in, especially in 2022, meant that the money's got some haircuts, keeping everything well and removing probably or balancing out what happened in 2022 where we had to restructure our debt. It could have been north of 100,000 Ghana cedis for each player, maybe 126 or even 200 according to some. But it could have been more, 200 for those who held that investing the money in dollars, converting to dollars and investing it, or not even investing it, would have been the best idea. But hindsight is always 2020, and when you have hindsight, it's a different ball game altogether. But that is the amount that the players are entitled to. No amount of conversation or talking will bring it up, and I'm sure Ajimanbedu knows that. He just wants to understand what instruments they were invested in, why probably it is not as much as it should be, and all that. He wants to understand, and he is seeking some clarity. The CHAN tournament has been postponed. The Confederation of African Football has announced that the CHAN has been postponed to August 2025. And now good progress has been made in Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda with construction and upgrading of stadiums, training fields, hotels, hospitals, and other infrastructure and facilities for the hosting of a successful Total Energies African Nations Championship. However, CAF technical and infrastructure experts, some of whom have been based in Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda, have advised CAF that more time is required to ensure that the infrastructure and facilities are the levels necessary for hosting a successful CHAN tournament. Now, the president of CAF, Dr. Patrice Motsepe, said, "I would like to express my deep gratitude to President William Ruto of Kenya, President Samia Suluhu of Hassan of Tanzania, and President Yoweri Museveni of Uganda for their leadership, commitment, and good progress that has been made in building and upgrading the stadiums, training fields, hotels, hospitals, and other infrastructure and facilities in Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda for the hosting of this tournament." Now, I'm impressed with the ongoing construction and renovations of the stadium. I'm confident that the stadiums, training fields, will be at the requisite of CAF standards for hosting the tournament in August 2025. And it will be hopefully done right. Now, CAF will be conducting the draw for the African Nations Championship on Wednesday. That's tomorrow at 8 p.m. in Nairobi. The exact date in August 2025 of the commencement of the Total Energies African Nations Championship will be announced in due course. Unfortunate news there for the likes of Nigeria, who have qualified after beating Ghana, obviously. But this is happening all too often. Is it that CAF have an overload of tournaments and probably very few countries or venues available for these tournaments to be hosted, that they are trying to squeeze stuff in? CHAN has been postponed. Basically, that is it. And the postponement circle continues. More tournaments postponed from last year shifted to this year and being postponed again. We hope it happens. We hope the countries are able to participate and get things running. So that's how I end for today. But the Ghana Black Stars Management Committee has been constituted. Announcements will be in due course Stephen Appiah will be there. Randy Abe will be chairing it. It looks like Otto Addo's future is set in stone. He will be staying. If not, would have heard something by now. But the FA are quiet on it until we reach the World Cup qualifiers, and Ghanaians will be resigned to the reality of what has happened. They've been quiet on it, saying that it's in limbo, but we all know what is happening. Let me know your thoughts in the comments box on everything. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy the rest of your week.